nothing major for me, and I had just stepped into my answered prayers when the devil thought that he could slip negativity into my house undetected. On the 31st of October, I was home when a letter came in from the hospital. I did not take it seriously because I thought it was just one of those letters that is sent in, so I ignored it. The next day, I decided to open it to just see what it was. When I saw that the result of the pap smear I had done had come in, you can imagine my shock when my results said that I had abnormal cells in my cervix and would like to schedule me for a colposcopy. It was surprising how I had done a pap smear last year. The result came out normal as expected, and I'm still young. I had already taken the vaccine a few years ago, so from where? But I wasn't scared because I am an NSPPDian. What God cannot do does not exist. I just saw it as a mistake. The devil had obviously missed his way to this address. Then on the 13th of November, last month, there was a woman that came to give a testimony. She said that her husband had squamous cell carcinoma in his lungs. It didn't quite add up. I did not have any cancer or carcinoma, but there was squamous. There was cell in my report. I was like, how is it possible that her husband had squamous cell carcinoma in his lungs? And I found that squamous cells can actually be found in many areas of the body. So I quickly went to look for the prayers on the 17th of October, and I saw that towards the end of the video, Pastor actually said, squamous cell carcinoma be reversed by fire. I got that negative report on 31st of October, and my word of knowledge had come on the 17th of October. So Papa had gone ahead of me to mention my case. And although I didn't have any cancer or anything like that, I know that the devil's end game was squamous cell carcinoma. And I was there saying, Papa, I mentioned abnormal cell in the cervix. And Papa doesn't do small, he doesn't do simple English, he does only scientific and medical languages. The appointment date for my colposcopy came in. It was scheduled for last week Thursday, which was the 28th of November 2024. Last week was God of wonders, God of perfection. Oh my God, that was the week that God really planned for me, and it was the week of my appointment. On Wednesday, last week, it was 24 hours before my appointment. About 1 hour 12 minutes into the prayer, Papa said, in 24 hours, your testimony will be, I am the one the Lord showed great mercy.
In 24 hours, your testimony shall be, I am the one God showed great mercy.
I received it. I knew it was my word. That Wednesday, I told my husband, it seems you're going to find somewhere else to sleep this night because I am going to war this night. The devil is in trouble. There was a testimony on NSPPD of a woman that had, I think, thyroid cancer. I remember her testimony. She tied speaker on her neck. That was how serious her feet was. And I don't know, for some reason, that woman's testimony just got stuck in my head. And I said, I'm going to do the same thing. Before this time, I had made a collage of all the word of knowledge that had gone ahead of me. I got the proclamations and I turned them into a video. It started with squamous cell carcinoma be reversed by fire. Then I went into destroying mountain, become a burnt mountain.
As the amen of the NSPPDians will turn down destroying mountain, I announce melt by fire.
Evil reports are burning off right now.
Evil reports burn off. I said burn, burn.
Then I entered mercy, where Papa was saying that when we don't have any other thing to say, when we don't know what to say, we just shout, Elroy, 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 answer your name.
When we don't know what else to say, we shout Elroy. When we don't know where else to go, we call Elroy. We decree, Elroy, answer your name.
When I got there, the lady was like, oh, Mimi, do you know why you're here today? I said, yes, I know why I'm here. However, you would not see any abnormal cells in my cervix. I chose to tell her that as an expression of my faith to Elroy and to show that I trust in him. He just smiled, and then we went in to start the procedure. So when there was a big screen on my side where I could see everything that she was doing in my cervix, and she had a huge microscope that she was using to look into my cervix. So my video collage that I had done, I played it, then I spread my mantle around my stomach and my thighs, and we started. So she started checking with her microscope. By then I started my videos. Squamous cell carcinoma be reversed by fire. My mind was saying, what you saw before, they won't see again. She said, oh Mimi, your cervix is pink, it's looking perfect, it's looking healthy. I don't see any abnormal cells in your cervix. I was like, okay. Then I'm going to do a second test. This time around, I'm going to put a solution in your cervix, and any abnormal cells in your cervix will turn white. This was like the moment of truth. In my video, I had already entered Elroy, 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 answer your name. So she put the solution in my cervix, and we waited for a bit. There were no abnormal cells in my cervix, guys. Nothing turned white. Nothing turned white. There was no abnormal cells anywhere in my cervix. She said, "Oh, I'm going to do a third and final check." That this time around, she was going to put iodine solution in my cervix. The iodine solution was going to turn my cervix brown, and any abnormal cells will turn yellow. Oh my God. I was like, God, this is the final verdict. Complete it, finish your work. Then in my video, I had gotten to God of wonders, God of perfection. So she put iodine solution in my cervix, and then we waited for a bit. I was just looking at the screen, but she said, "Mimi, you're perfect. The cervix is healthy. There are no abnormal cells in your cervix." Now, this is my evidence. This is my evidence. It says, you know, when Papa was saying the Lord is rewriting a new evidence right now, it was me he was talking about. This is my evidence. It says, colposcopy examination revealed no abnormality. The cervix is normal. No abnormal cells in the cervix. The Lord rewrote a new report just for me. What a boy cannot do does not